Hello everyone, Glenda Mollet here, and it's Joseph's coat technique time. I am so sorry. I have no idea what's going on with my computer. But I tried doing the Zoom and my computer audio is not working and I couldn't get it. Anyways, it wasn't going right. So I've stopped the Zoom. I'm doing this just on Facebook Live because I really want to do this technique with you. Oh Lord. And I couldn't get it. Oh, now I gotta mute that because otherwise you'll get a lot of feedback. Okay, so I hope those of you that were Zooming with me have found me. Okay, Joseph's coat technique. I'm letting it go. My word for 2021 is enjoy. I'm not enjoying this morning. So I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to enjoy doing the Joseph's coat technique because I've always wanted to do it, never found time to do it. And I figured today's the day I'm going to do it. Look what I was stamping with yesterday. I used it. It's so fun. Okay. Joseph's coat technique is you know the story in the Bible about Joseph and his multicolored coat. His multicolored coat. Well, this technique is kind of like that. You start with a sponged mess and you end up with a beautiful card. So, I've not done this technique before. Hi, Carmen. Thanks. Glad you found me. I hope the rest of them make it. So you start with a lot of sponging. So, Valerie, if you're watching, this technique is for you because sponging galore. And then we're going to need a sponge brayer and a bunch of other stuff. So, the colors I'm choosing to use today are Blackberry Bliss, Magenta Madness, Mango Melody, and Granny Apple Green. Okay, now I can see the comments, I'm sure, somewhere along the way. Where are they? Really? There we are. Okay. Phew. People are joining me. I hope Louise and Wendy managed to find two because they were, oh my gosh. Letting it go. Going to enjoy. Okay. So, here we go, sponging. I'm using Touch of Ink. It's a stamp set that's available through Celebration at the 120 mark. And it's gorgeous. So, we're going to use that. But first of all, we have to do a sponging mess. Oh, good, Wendy. Yay, everybody. Okay. So, I have 4 colors, 4 sponges, and we're going to get going. Now, just remember, I've not done this technique before, so it's going to be new for you. Well, may not be new for you, but it's definitely new for me. So we're going to start with Granny Apple Green. I was just trying to decide which color to start with. Okay. Ink up the sponge. And you don't have to use the colors I use. And you can have 3, 4, 5 colors, whatever. And it doesn't matter if you get big blotches because you'll just wait. You'll find out why it doesn't matter. So you just make some dark, make some light, make little splotches of color. And then put your color down with the sponge on top to match the color just in case you want to add some more. And Mango Melody. I don't use this color a lot. You'd have to be careful with the colors you're using because if they don't blend well together, you could get mud. And I don't think mud would be good on this. Okay, and see, I'm not worrying about the blotches. Blotches are good because blotches give you different shades of the same color. Okay, going to add in some Magenta Madness. Now I have to be careful with this one because if you look here, it's getting a little bit browny and I don't want brown. Oh my, this is going to be pretty. Now, Blackberry Bliss. I want a dark color to anchor it. So now I'm going to try and fill in the areas that are white with Blackberry Bliss. You don't want, well, I don't want any white showing. I guess you could always have white showing and it wouldn't matter. When you're doing sponging stuff like this, you always start with your lighter color first and then fill in with the dark. Oh my, this looks like a mess, doesn't it? Okay, it's got a little bit down here to cover up. There. Oh, I don't see Louise. I hope she manages to find us. Now, put the sponges aside. And I'm getting out my embossing buddy. And what this does is it just makes sure that before we do our embossing, because I'm going to use clear embossing powder, this just makes sure that the ink is dry and it gets rid of the static. Now, Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell these anymore, but I was watching a video the other day and she explained how to make your own. Oh yeah, it would be a good background for the ice cream set. So to make your own, go to the dollar store, get a package of baby socks for $1. Stitch it up, leave a hole in it at the top, pour some cornstarch in, and then finish or fill it with cornstarch and then sew it up and you have an embossing buddy. So there you go. Okay, so we've embossing buddied it. It should be dry. Now, okay, so I have Touch of Ink. I have the butterfly. And this butterfly is kind of weird because I like my butterflies to go this way, but this one goes this way. So we have to be a little bit cognizant of that. And then I've got the flower image and I want to put flowers down here and then put the butterfly. So that's my plan. We'll see if it turns out or not. So I'm just inking it up in Versamark and I'm going to put a flower image there. Now I can see where they are, I hope. Yep, there. So I don't want to overlap them too much, but I want them to be close together. And I'm just continuing around to fill in the areas that I want to fill in, and then we'll do another one right about here. Now that should give me a row of flowers all the way down. Let me just check. Yep, looking good so far. Oh, I should have done this up and down. Oh well, too bad. Inking up my butterfly. And we'll just put, let's see, where's that flower? I don't want to overlap the butterfly and that bottom flower. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the embossing powder on and then I'll be able to see where that is. So this is clear embossing powder. You need clear. Not white, because you want the colors to poke through. There we go. Let's make sure I got everything covered. Now that, oh, I didn't use my embossing buddy enough. Okay. Now I can see where those are, so now I can put my butterfly in there and not overlap it. He's going to be part way off. Oh well, maybe over here. There we go. He's going right there. Okay. Now we'll put embossing powder on him, being careful that I don't knock the rest of the embossing powder off. And now I'm just going to put it there in the corner where I had my hands, because, yeah, I thought I had knocked some off there. And I did. See, once you've put your embossing powder on, you've got lots of time to play with this. It doesn't dry, and you have a chance to add more embossing powder. Okay, that's good. Not bad for a first try, considering I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, now heat gun, which I just happen to have, and I'm going to heat the embossing powder, so pardon the noise. And when you're doing this, make sure you hold it in place until it starts to go shiny, like that, and then just slowly walk it across your cardstock. You don't want to start doing this because that will burn out your heating element in your heat gun. And you can tell, come back here. You can tell what you have cooked and what you haven't, because the cooked stuff is nice and shiny and the non-cooked stuff is granular and then kind of a matte finish, not a shiny finish. Oh, this is so pretty. But the magic hasn't happened yet. It's coming. The magic is coming. Okay, now I'm just making sure that it's all well done. There we are. There. So can you see? Oh, powders. Yes, you need powders. And if you've got powders that are really old, you might want to consider replacing them, because they do, especially the white. The white will go kind of a, oh, bent my paper. The white will go vanilla, like it loses its, yeah, it just stops being white and it's not a fun thing anymore. Okay, Memento Tuxedo Black ink, or any dark ink. You can use a dark green, you can use Night of Navy, any color. And a sponge brayer, and you want to ink up your brayer. And the more you ink it, the better it is, because we have to cover this whole thing now in black ink. I know, scary thought, but look at this. It's difficult to start getting the black on, but you just keep going. Go over top. Look, is that not amazing? Oh, it's so fun. Oh, I love these colors. Oh gosh, why did I not do this before? Okay, it's going to take a while. You could add some re-inker to your ink pad. Oh, this is so cool. Thanks, Lynn. It is so pretty. And of course, you gotta put lots of ink on here. So this, you can't be impatient with, apparently, with this step, because you have to get it all covered. Now, I don't know, because I haven't done this before, I don't know if it's normal to see the colors through the black, or I just don't have enough ink on my ink pad. So I'm going to keep going until I get most of it covered, or I'll dig out my re-inker and add some more ink. Yeah, isn't this amazing? Oh, that is so pretty, but it's not getting enough ink. Yeah, you're going to get inky with this one, so I'm going to put some more ink on my ink pad and see if that makes a difference. Let's work it in the pad a bit. I thought I had this well inked, but oh well, maybe not for this technique. Okay, let's try this again. Just keep going over it until you are completely covered. Oh, it's getting there now. Just have to keep going back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, this is one of those wow techniques, you know. And I'm thinking that these little dots I'm seeing is because I didn't put enough of the embossing buddy on there. And it's actually clear embossing powder. Okay, that'll do. Woo! Now, put this somewhere that you don't get it on stuff because it's full of ink. And look at this. So now I have to see if I can find... Oh! There they are. I'm looking for my baby wipes because I have to wash my fingers. Okay, they're all wrapped up because I don't use these a lot. So by the time I get into them, it'll be February. Okay, put those to the side and I'll finish putting them away in a minute, but I want to get my fingers clean because I don't want to start picking things up with all this black ink all over my fingers. And that's a little bit too much to rub off on my pads, which I normally do. Okay, there. Now, I'm going to take my heat gun again and very, 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 very carefully, I'm just going to give it a little shot to dry the ink. I don't want to reactivate the embossing powder though. But I want to help dry the black ink. There we go. Doesn't take much. Okay, now you need a Kleenex or something soft and just go over top of those embossed images. It just helps remove any of the residual ink that's on top. See? It just takes it off of the embossing so that these are a little bit more bright. And this is where you see all of your flaws. So I didn't get enough embossing powder there, or I didn't cook it enough. And then down here too. But you know what? I'm enjoying. I'm letting it go. It's not bad for a first technique. But look at that. Is that not fabulous? Fabulous! fabulous. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, why did I not do this so much earlier? Okay, so now I have a card kit. I kind of thought that I would, this is the inside piece. So I have a Blackberry Bliss, and then I wanted to brighten the card up a bit. So a layer of Whisper White. Well, it's not, I got to stop calling it Whisper White. A layer of white. So this is the basic, the new basic stuff is available again. And there we are. And then I'm going to put a little sentiment down here in the corner. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay. So I'm going to put this layer on. Come on. Okay. So tomorrow's hubby's birthday. So I'm planning on a late night stamping hangout, but we'll see. Depends on, I should really spend some time with him, I think. There. I don't want to put it on the rest because I have some ribbon and I might want to put ribbon on it. So I've got a sentiment here that says, thank you so much. And I'm going to ink it in the memento. No. Let's see. Do I want memento? No. Let's ink it in. Let's ink it in. I don't want black. There's lots of black on that card. How about Magenta Madness? That would be cool. It's the first time I've used this stamp. Okay. Now, the die I'm going to use is from the Potted Succulents. And it's this cute little one right here. Because I thought it would fit really nicely right there. Yeah. So I'm just going to stamp this here in Magenta Madness. And I'm going to die cut that out. And I remembered to get my machine today. Yay! Some things were working. So I'm just going to run this through my cut and emboss machine. Oh, my order's coming tomorrow, and you know, I broke down, and I know I said I wasn't going to order the mini machine, but I did. I had to see what it looked like, you know. Ooh, that there. Oh, isn't that pretty? Now the ribbon. The ribbon. So the new baby machine is coming tomorrow. So I'll be able to do a review on it for you if you've been thinking about ordering it. Now I don't want to put that on because that's going to completely obliterate the card. But we could put just a little bit down here like this underneath. Sure, let's do that. Okay, need ribbon scissors. I'll just get a piece of that. This is Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon. Look how pretty this is. This is available in the new catalog too. Hey, don't forget, my catalog launches on Sunday. Can't wait. Hubby got new display things made for me for my studio. Not that we're going to be able to be in my studio anytime soon. But when we can, it's there. Okay. Getting a glue dot. And putting it here. Folding the ribbon over. That just holds it in place where you want it. Of course, I want it to be not where it's landing. There it is. And then I'll put another glue dot on the back of it to put it in place. Uh-oh, what's Valerie been doing? She just sent me a picture. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, kind of in the corner. That's going to be too long, but that's okay. So that I just want to make sure what that looks. No. Turn it a little bit. Okay, got to spread it out a little bit. See, with glue dots, you can play with it like, yeah, except that this glue dot in the center here is really being obstinate. I want it spread out a bit more. There, that's where I want it. Okay. All right, so we'll put, oh, maybe we should just put this whole layer up on dimensionals. Okay, let's put this layer on. And there's lots of room here if you wanted to die cut your sentiment out of here, or a couple of rectangles or something. But you know, I never think about doing that until I'm in the middle of building a card. Yes, let's pop that up on dimensionals. Now, I want to get some big ones because it'll just go faster. All right. And I'm going to use lots because there's nothing worse than a floppy card. I found this package of dimensionals in a drawer. They are so old. They're like the glue dots I'm using. But look, they still work. Okay, where did I put my pokey tool? There we go. This is just a lot faster to do the liners with this than with my fingers. And one more. There we are. And we'll just center that here like that. That ink is still not dry, so I'm not rubbing, I'm just patting. Okay, now this put up on dimensionals, but I'll use the baby ones. I'm just looking at Valerie's picture here. Oh, that's lovely, Val. Okay. And liners off. Sentiment on top of the ribbon. Nope. It's not where I want it. You know, when you get something in your head and you want it to be what you want it to be, it's got to be there. Probably not you. That's just my OCD-ish coming out. That's better. Except that it should be over a bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know the discussion we have every once in a while about my lack of commitment? There we go. Having problems with commitment again. All right, now I just have to cut the tails off down here so that they don't go past the edge of the card, because that's kind of counterproductive if you have a card and you can't get it in the envelope. Oops. There we are. Oh, look at that. Is that not awesome? Then you can put some blingies on, because you know you gotta have blingy. Let's see what we have. Something that's glittery and colorful. I think the pastel pearls are going to be a little bit too much. Yeah, they're a little bit big for the delicateness of that stamp set. So Maybe the opal rounds. Let's have a look at those. Okay, we'll just put a couple of these opal rounds on there. These are brand new, coming in the new catalog, and look, I've almost used a whole entire package of them already. Okay, don't like that. I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to move these around very much because they're going to pull that ink up. There we go. Thanks, everybody. I'm kind of happy with it too. Who knew that this technique that I've been missing all of these years would be so pretty? Okay, inside an envelope. Where did you go? There's the envelope, and there's the inside. So now I'm going to put the flower inside, and I think I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss. It just seems like that's the color I need to use. It's calling my name. Grab my dirty paper again. It's really dirty now. Definitely have to use dirty paper for this one. Okay, flower image. What else is in that stamp set? Maybe we could use something else. So these are the fill-in colors for the lined images, and it's like a watercolor technique. Yeah, it's really pretty. I'll be showing you some cards that I've created with that stamp set on Sunday when we get together for the catalog launch. This is the envelope. And this is the inside. Thanks, Louise. Yeah, I'm sorry that the Zoom didn't work. My computer didn't work, which is weird because I don't know what you're hearing me on now, whether you're hearing me through my phone or whether you're hearing me through the computer. I have no idea. There. Oh, I love this stamp set. At first when I saw it, I thought, oh, what am I going to do with that? But oh my goodness. Okay. I can show you how the fill-in for the flowers works. Let me get it out here. Because it's only 1/4 so this will be fine. Okay, let's fill it in with Magenta Madness. Because I can always stamp the other side if I don't like it. Okay, so this just fills in, and like I said, it's kind of like a watercolor technique, so it doesn't fill in exact, which is nice because you don't have to worry about whether you line it up properly or not. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So there, that's what the filling in part does. There we are. Okay, so now we'll just, I gotta move my stamps because they're all full of ink. And get rid of this. Oops! Don't drop that. We'll put this on the inside of the card. Now, when you use this stuff, you're supposed to go like this, but it's never worked for me that way. It's supposed to kind of do a little trip. it is what it is. Okay, we'll just slip this inside. And there we are. There's our Joseph's coat technique. Wasn't that fun? Now I can say I'm no longer a Joseph's coat technique virgin. There's a few things I would do differently. But you know what? For the first attempt, it's not bad. It's actually really pretty. So I'm glad you could join me this morning. I am busily getting ready for Sunday. I keep saying Saturday because I have a big event online Saturday for our teams. But it's Sunday I'm doing my catalog launch. Sunday at 10 if I can do the in-person, and I won't know that until after 3 o'clock today. I think Dr. Bonnie's doing her announcement today. And then the virtual one will start at 1 o'clock, and I've posted Saturday the schedule. I think it's Saturday the schedule will post at noon, so you'll know what's happening and when it's happening. So I hope you can join me. If you signed up to get a make and take kit, they're out on the front porch, so pick it up when you can. The ones from out of town I've mailed, and I have no idea what century they will show up, but hopefully you'll get them soon. Thank you so much for hanging in with me today, and I'm glad it finally worked out. And I will let you know tomorrow whether I'm going to be doing my late night stamping tomorrow night. I kind of doubt it because it is hubby's birthday, so I should spend some time with him. So I hope you have a wonderful day. It's not raining here. Yahoo! I'm going to go outside for a walk. Oh, Valerie, there's almost 630 cases in BC yesterday. There's not many on the island though, but I know that the coastal health, which is what Powell River is, they're getting a lot, but not as many as the lower mainland. But we'll work with it, right? It is what it is, and we have to be safe. Everything can be done online except for those classes that have been rescheduled and rescheduled and rescheduled. They're coming. When we can get together, we'll do them. So have an awesome day. Give this Joseph's coat technique a try. And I'll see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.